Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, as you see right here, opening Raw will be the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, against the A-lister, The Miz. Can Cody Rhodes and The Miz sell their differences in the ring like they did before? Cody Rhodes have something to prove, and we'll talk about what's Cody's future coming in with Money in the Bank coming up, as well as this. Speaking of Money in the Bank final qualifier. Which one of these two men will be heading towards London for a Money in the Bank opportunity? Will it be Damian Priest or will it be Riddle? Riddle has to have Money in the Bank opportunity, and he'll want to make the most of it tonight if he can do the most. As well as for Damian Priest, who's been on a high road. Speaking of that, did we have a non-title tag team match between tag team champions Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, the undisputed tag team champions against Intercontinental Champion Gunther and Luke Kid Visor. Man, then all of a sudden it just dramatically changed at least about an hour ago on what's going on. We'll talk about that coming up, as well as this World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. He has a theory and a prediction. We'll talk about what Seth Rollins has in mind in store and what's going on with him and Finn Balor coming up. As well as this, speaking of Finn Balor's cohort, Rhea Ripley again presented the new WWE Women's World Championship. The SmackDown Women's Championship goes to rest, and now the new Women's World Championship. All this and more with the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Raw Ring Report and starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. As you saw the new opening for the new Pro Wrestling Show. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, we're gonna get to it. The Miz and Cody Rhodes were the action of the night. They're gonna kick off Raw coming up, as well as this. This is a huge rundown right here. We talked the sell the score in the ring plus Imperium taking on undisputed tag team champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn coming up as well. Also, too, Matt Riddle versus Damian Priest for a Money in the Bank qualifying match, and we won't forget this: Rhea Ripley being presented a new WWE Women's Championship. We'll talk about it coming up, but let's get things started with this. With Cody Rhodes taking on the Miz. I mean, this didn't waste no time whatsoever. It was the beginning of the show. Cody Rhodes defeating the Miz with the crossroads to get the 1, 2, 3 with that bad severe arm. Cody's using that bad arm that he had with Brock Lesnar. I've been hearing rumors and reports that Brock and Cody may have a third match at SummerSlam. So that could be a possibility coming up. But Cody Rhodes has a roadblock ahead of him. Cody Rhodes got forehand. Cody Rhodes got roadblocked by Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. Now we know Dominic will take on Cody at Money in the Bank. It's official. Dominic will take on Cody Rhodes at Money in the Bank. These two are generational stars, the son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, versus the son of Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio unhappy with his son Dominic's recent actions, even having that WrestleMania when Dominic had to go to the woodshed. But now these two second generational talent will collide at Money in the Bank. Dom Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio. Dom Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes. It'll be something to see. Dom versus Cody. Money in the Bank. Well, speaking of that, Rhea Ripley being presented with a new women's championship. SmackDown Women's Championship will be put to rest, but the lineage of the SmackDown Women's Championship will stay put. So Becky Lynch will be the first holder of the now defunct. She was the first holder of the SmackDown Women's title. Now she'll be the first holder of the new Raw Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley being presented the Raw Women's World Championship as Asuka was presented with the WWE Women's Championship. So now the Raw Women's Championship renamed the WWE Women's Championship was what it was before, and now the SmackDown Women's Championship being renamed the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley again a replica, the same like Seth Rollins but white. So Rhea Ripley in the Women's World Championship. So hey, the big gold, the Women's World Gold belt. So congratulations in order to Rhea Ripley. Well, speaking of that, a woman that could be matching titles with her husband, Becky Lynch was in action. Becky Lynch took on Chelsea Green in a match. Becky Lynch used the disarmer. Becky Lynch sent a message to Zoe Starks that she's coming with Zoe and everybody else in that Women's Money in the Bank, even Trish Stratus. So Becky Lynch sent a message that she wants to be having that briefcase, so she can probably win Money in the Bank. Possibility. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Well, we told you this. Damian Priest was in action. Damian Priest took on Riddle. Damian Priest didn't waste no time. Riddle, we thought he was going to get an opportunity, which we didn't think so. Damian Priest been high up in the upper management, especially with Triple H. Damian Priest earns himself as a participant in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Damian Priest joined LA Knight, Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, Butch, and Santos Escobar. These upcoming rising stars, which that should be it right there. And you got what, 3 people in their 40s, and Santos and Santos almost close to 40. Ricochet and Butch and Santos in their 30s. So it's kind of like a match that you never thought existed, but it will happen. And Money Bank, which one of these 6 men will grab the briefcase and live their dream, the one they become a champion, perhaps a world champion. Speaking of that, Adam Pearce was backstage with Intercontinental Champion Gunther and Luke Visor. Luke Visor and Gunther want the tag team championship, want more gold. And Adam Pearce reneged and gave in and gave them what they wanted. And they're going to be again a tag team opportunity shot against the tag team champions for the titles coming up later on in the show. So we'll watch that coming up closely. Well, the Judgment Day was all celebrating Rhea Ripley with her new title, as well as Dominic and Damian Priest. A lot to celebrate. The Judgment Day gonna have a busy night of Money in the Bank. Well, Finn Balor said he had a lot on his plate. Finn Balor went on and told Judgment Day do what they got to do. So look at this. Dominic's having a match against Cody. Rhea Ripley may have a match against someone. Damian's in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and we found out that Finn will be at Money in the Bank battling for the World Championship. Finn Balor and Seth Rollins had some unfinished business. You can recall at SummerSlam 2016, they both was battling for the inaugural Universal Championship. Well, Finn Balor didn't waste no time whatsoever. Finn decided to take his matters to personally. Finn said that It was him that cost him at SummerSlam. Finn wanted to be the one to win. He won at SummerSlam, but he had to pay a price. He got injured. Finn Balor blamed that Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins said, "You can blame it all you want, Finn, but the truth is the matter, and I am the truth. That is the matter." And I think Finn Balor and Seth Rollins have some unfinished business between these two men. Seth Rollins said that he wants the old Finn Balor back, the one that he had met at SummerSlam that defeated him for the championship. Because Seth Rollins believed that this Finn Balor version at the Judgment Day won't get the job done. He wants the Finn Balor of old. I guess a lot of people saying the demon or whatever. Finn Balor speaking a lot of other issues. But um, Seth Rollins and one thing about that crowd, Seth Rollins got to get control of. That crowd loves to spew and sing and all that. I get it, crowd participation. Seth Rollins is over with the crowd, with the singing and stuff. But come on, Seth. But Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor are official. They will meet for the World Championship at Money in the Bank. So we'll see that match as well. Speaking of that, Finn Balor got ran into by JD Madonna. JD Madonna and Finn Balor no stranger to each other. JD was a mentor, a pupil under Finn Balor. Finn Balor may persist, might bring him into Judgment Day. Only time persists. Finn Balor and JD. Let's see. They both talk the same way. They're both kind of equals. So you never know. We'll see. Well, Seth Rollins issued a challenge. He wants to put the World Championship online, the Open Challenge next week. And a lot of people are speculating who this Open Challenge could be coming forward between Finn Balor and stuff. Finn Balor, make no bones about it. Finn Balor wants to do what he wants to do. I'll tell you that about Finn Balor right now. Um, Finn Balor wants to, get the job done. And we'll see if he can get the job done, but it's gonna be tough for Finn. It'll be tough, all right. Finn Balor, like I said, Finn Balor can get the job done. We'll have to wait and see. So hey, we'll see. Finn Balor wants to get the job done, and we'll have to wait and see on that one. But Finn, like I said, Seth Rollins want that shot, wants that opportunity. He wants to give anybody an open challenge. And we've been hearing reports that it could be possible that Seth Rollins could be defending that world championship next week. Let's see. So Rollins could be possibly facing an old stranger that he met at WrestleMania. We're hearing reports that Seth Rollins could defend his world championship against Logan Paul. Imagine Logan Paul challenging Seth Rollins for the world championship. Oh my goodness, what it could be. Logan Paul did give Seth Rollins a run for his money. We'll have to wait and see on how that's going to play out eventually, sooner rather than later. So hey, we'll see. Speaking of that, was this the main event? The tag team championships were online. Several Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defend the tag team titles against Intercontinental Champion Gunther and Luke Visor. Well, it was a big battle, but the tag team champions retained. Sami Zayn pinned Luke Kid with the Blue Thunder Bomb to get the win. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens on the road. A lot of people are heading toward their titles, and we have to wait and see how that's going to play out eventually between them two, because the feud is not far from over. I'm telling you that right now. All right. All right. That ends the Raw Ring Report. Let's move forward to Hot Topics on Wrestling Hot Topics. We hearing reports right here. that we can show undisputed champion Roman Reigns, the WWE undisputed champion. Roman Reigns will be having a house show and defending his championship. We just don't know against who. He's going to defend it on a super show in Cincinnati against Rey Mysterio. So Roman Reigns defending his championship against Rey Mysterio. Let's see how that's going to play out. He didn't defend that title against Rey against 2 years ago. Well, speaking of that, we're hearing TV rights deals between TV negotiators. There's a big time interest from WWE in a Disney partnership. Not to say other parties involved are not enticed, but Disney is viewed as a win-win ultimate decision. I mean, Disney will play a part. As you see, UFC is under contract with ESPN. A lot of people think ESPN WWE going to be in business, but they're thinking that WWE will be the partnership if WWE decides to sign that negotiation rights deal with Disney. That could be a win-win. We could see some specials on ESPN. You gonna see it on ABC, I know that, but that could be the potential land interest. We just have to wait and see. But we're hearing reports that the deals with NBC Universal and Fox have closed, and WWE are still honoring their deals. They still got until September of this year to get something going, and we'll just wait and see on that. So hey, we'll see. Speaking of that, we're hearing reports BJ Wimter, who was a former Ring of Honor star and producer of Ring of AEW, has been terminated due to his domestic violence charge. He said that talent and staff are ultimately responsible for their own personal actions. This behavior is intolerable with AEW. AEW has reached out support. So BG Wimter, the done with AEW, AEW terminated contract. They found out he got domestic violence charge. He was a good wrestler, but he just sometimes when you dealing with folks with domestic violence issues, it's best to walk away. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the bigger person. There's some toxic people in this world, no question about it. Some people are toxic, but you have to manage to just get away from them and not trying to get involved in that because they can cause you to lose everything. So BJ wasn't thinking, and hopefully, he will kind of screen up and try to get his stuff together sooner rather than later. We're hearing reports that Drew McIntyre may return to WWE before Money in the Bank. There's a time Drew McIntyre and WWE had standstill over his creator. Now we're hearing reports Drew McIntyre may be coming back to WWE sooner rather than later. So let's hope so. Here's Drew McIntyre back on the Raw brand. Speaking of that, AEW released these videos of them with mini games. It looked cool. You see a baseball, you see a ring, you see folks dancing, and you see everything. Hopefully, when we start gaming spotlight, we'll feature AEW Fight Forever. So hey, speaking of that, Alexa Bliss showing her baby bump. Alexa Bliss, a couple months. Oh, see Alexa Bliss trying to start her own family sooner around the way. Congratulations to Alexa. I think that's it. And this is a look at the Women's World Championship that replaced the SmackDown Women's title. Looks the same replica of the Male World Championship. The Male World Championship is a little bit black. You see, the Women's Championship is white, representing the world title. Um, Still got the same fragments, smaller, but has a women's stance on it. So hey, we'll see how that's gonna play out. We'll get to that. So real rip there. Where's the WWE is granted the new WWE Women's World Championship. Uh, Congratulations, Lord. So we got new designs, new title belts heading forward. You see the WWE Championship and the WWE Women's Championship on SmackDown, and now the complement that the World Heavyweight Championship and the Women's World Championship complement. So everything is coming together eventually once in a while. Maybe Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins may want to you know, we complimenting each other, beat the Power Cup on Raw. Self with the world title already. Becky's trying to get the women's world championship. So it's anytime soon. All right. Like we said, we'll tell you this. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens regained their tag team titles. So hey, this Raw was so. It wasn't all the way. I think Cody Rhodes probably helped it out a little bit, but it was kind of so. It wasn't didn't do no pizzazz except with the Seth Rollins and Finn Balor story. So hey, it is what it is. All right, we're gonna leave you with Rhea Ripley eyeing her new women's championship. And who's she gonna be facing for the new title coming up? We just have to wait and see. So for me being Kitty Dick Sands, we'll see you tomorrow for the NXT Ring Report. See you then.